We're going to race with two cars because we need two on the grid, but this project was created for Max, who is our talent. That single sentence explains more about Red Bull racing than years of press releases ever did. According to Sergio Pérez, this wasn't Paddock gossip. This was something he heard directly from Christian Horner when he joined Red Bull in 2021. And from that moment on, Perez knew exactly what kind of job he had signed up for. Because if a Formula One car is designed around one driver's philosophy, one driving style, one feedback loop, then the other side of the garage is automatically fighting an uphill battle, and in this case, that driver was Max Verstappen. Before we go any further, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Here at the Paddock Vault, we break down the real stories behind Formula One, the politics, the pressure, and the truths you rarely hear. New backstage content every single day. Now, back to Checo. Perez didn't say being Verstappen's teammate is difficult. He went further than that. He said being Max's teammate at Red Bull is the worst job in Formula One. Why? Because everything becomes a problem. If you're faster than Max, the team gets nervous, the atmosphere tightens, questions are asked. If you're slower than Max, you're immediately under pressure, criticized and exposed. Either way, you lose. Perez explained that the Red Bull environment was constantly overloaded with tension, the car behavior, the development direction, the feedback, everything pointed toward Max's extremely sharp, aggressive driving style. And when Checo struggled, especially in qualifying, the situation became public very quickly. We saw it clearly in 2023. Red Bull produced one of the most dominant cars in Formula One history, winning 21 out of 22 races. Max Verstappen was untouchable. Meanwhile, Perez suffered repeated Q1 exits and openly questioned whether the car suited anyone other than Max. And yet, Perez insists he knew what he was walking into. He admitted that instead of complaining, he tried to extract the maximum from the situation. He understood his role, but understanding it doesn't make it easier to live with. What's fascinating is what happened next. Perez revealed a final conversation with Christian Horner before leaving Red Bull. He asked what would happen if Liam Lawson didn't work out. Horner replied, "Then there's Yuki." And when Perez asked what happens if Yuki doesn't work, the answer was simple: we have many drivers. And that says everything. Since then, Lawson lasted just 2 races, Tsunoda didn't survive past 2025, and now in 2026, Red Bull turns to Isaac Hajar, the next young talent to walk into Max's shadow. But the Red Bull Perez faced no longer exists in the same form. Christian Horner is gone, Helmut Marko has stepped aside, a new management structure is in place. So the real question is this: was Sergio Pérez the problem, or was being Max Verstappen's teammate at Red Bull always an impossible job? And now I want to hear from you. What do you really think about the atmosphere inside Red Bull Racing? Is the environment built entirely around Max, or is this simply the price of having a generational talent? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.